In this Fast Start CD, we're going to cover our two main trading checklists, the trending trade checklist and the counter trend trading checklist. These two checklists will break down our main types of trading into four very simple steps. So before we get started looking at the charts, let's take a few minutes to go over each one of the checklists and point out some of the similarities and some of the differences. What you're going to learn in this Quick Start CD are the techniques and the tools to use to decide which checklist you should do. Now, by the time you're done using your trading checklist, you should know exactly what price you expect the market to reverse at and what to do about it. So you'll actually have written out the exact order with your stop, your entry, and your profit target before you ever actually have to worry about getting into the market. So first of all, let's take a look at the trending trade checklist. Both checklists have two spots at the start, a rating and a rehearsal. The rating, very simply, is where you decide, do you feel like you're having a good day, or do you feel like you're having a not so good day, or are you feeling a bit neutral? If, for example, you're feeling like you're just not with it, or maybe you had an argument with your spouse last night or 5 minutes ago, or maybe you're just not feeling well, you're getting a little sick, then you'd want to make sure that you rate yourself as being off your game or down here at least below neutral. If you're feeling just kind of okay and you don't really have one feeling or another, then that's where you'd want to rate yourself as neutral. On the other hand, if you wake up in the morning and you just can't wait to get to the market, you're really excited, you're very enthusiastic and you're fired up, then that's where you'd want to rate yourself as being on your game. Now in the rehearsal section, this is where you start to visualize the different patterns and the different possibilities that can come about in the marketplace. This will be easier for you once we're done with this Fast Start video and once you're done with the discs from the kit. But for now, just know that before you get started in the morning, you should spend some time thinking about what you think the market can do. Once we've done that, this is where we get to the meat and potatoes and where we're starting to look for the overlap. Now let me talk about the overlap section in detail here. The first thing that we're looking for is the daily trend. This is where we rate the trend up, down, or neutral. We also look for Fibonacci retracements and logical points. And don't worry, if you're not familiar with Fibonacci levels, I'll give you a good introduction on this video. Just know that if you haven't gone through the kit, there's a very in-depth explanation there. Logical points it's a term that I use to describe likely turning points in the market. And again, we'll go over that in some great detail. Once we're done with the daily trend, we look at the 4-hour trend. And again, we're looking for up, down, or neutral, Fibonacci levels, and logical points. Now what we're going to do is take all of this information and we're going to place that into this box that I call the zone box. Now, we want to trade when the market establishes itself inside of one of these zones. So that's where we'll write this price.